Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another week of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. We're in week 10 somehow at this point. It seems like it's been longer, especially if you watched last week's video. But, we're still here. We're still going. Lighting will be better after this intro, but, just ran into a snag there. But, yeah, I'm ready for some good battles. As you can see, we've got a lot of really good ones here this week. First and foremost, though, I want to bring to everyone's attention that if you like what you see here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You know, all that YouTube nonsense. I don't usually like to plug my own stuff, but I've noticed a trend that 91% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Subscribed is really an interesting word choice by YouTube, because when you subscribe, you aren't paying anything or anything like that. You are simply just saying, hey, I want to know when this person makes more videos. That's all a subscription is on YouTube. So, again, if you like what you see here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all that YouTube nonsense. At least subscribe if you're not going to do all of that stuff. Would really appreciate it. Helps the channel go a lot, and could help us go a long way. Now, with all that nonsense out of the way, I hate doing that stuff. Believe me, I hate having to bring up subscribing. With all that out of the way, I will do my best not to mention it again this video, and we'll get started here. I'll be right back with our first matchup of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. We're here, ready to go. Hey, daughter o' mine, can you do me a favor real quick while we're on camera? You can turn this on for me. Fix our lighting. I'm getting help from my my light producer, my daughter. Let's flip the switch. Thank you. We have light, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to our special guest today. So, yeah. All right, let's get ready for the Magikarp Crew Crusaders and the Minnesota Suicune. All right. Credit to the Magikarp Crew Crusaders. They continue to stick with Magikarp. That is their team mission statement at this point, is that they will use Magikarp. I think at least until Magikarp gets a knockout, or they get a win, whichever comes first. Magikarp's had a couple chances where Pokemon were in the red. We just haven't had that scenario work out. What to do here? They're probably going to lead Zapdos because we don't have anything really to fight Zapdos. It's either going to be Zapdos or it's going to be Umbreon because it'll be annoying. So let's go Wobbuffet. And hope for the best. We'll hope that the computer doesn't cheat and that I can get at least some predictions right.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving
We are in Mahogany Town, the ice gym, this week. It is Zapdos to start. I'm going to go Mirror Coat. Surely it won't be Rock Smash, right? Right? They switched Pokemon. They knew they couldn't do anything to me, so they switched Pokemon. It is so hard to be Wobbuffet on this game. Alright. So Umbreon's out there. Do I have anything else that could potentially fight the Umbreon? Anything at all? Actually, that's not a terrible idea. Especially since Umbreon will probably lock it in. But then again, the opponent does have Scizor. I think we go Zubat. And what we do is instead of going for Toxic first, we'll do Confuse Ray. So if they switch to Scizor, we at least have the Confuse Ray up. If they don't switch to Scizor, we go Toxic on the second turn. I'm assuming this is going to be Mean Look. Yep. It's a free switch in. As soon as Umbreon does leave the field, Zubat will be free to leave as well. Confuse Ray, because I'm assuming they're going to switch. Called that right. Is it going to be Scizor? Zapdos again, okay. Interesting.
How will this newly switched
Now we're in a pickle, because if I put Wobbuffet back in there, it's going to get torn up. Do we need Zubat specifically for anything on the other team? Not really. We don't have anything that's really good for Scizor.
they're eyeing each other warily.
So no, I think we have to risk it for the biscuit here. We're going to go Toxic and hope that Zapdos hits itself in the face instead of annihilating Zubat.
They prepare for battle.
It is confused. It didn't matter. I bet Thunder's going to land.
Whoop, that
It misses the Thunder. We have a chance to Toxic. Watch us miss too.
nasty toxic. Wearing the
Okay, we got the
Pokemon
Toxic
to be
and it's
replaced.
confused.
They're both
Surely... Wobbuffet's so hard to play here. I'm going to switch Zubat out since we already got lucky enough for it to dodge once. It could poison or confuse something else later.
Pokeball.
We're already playing with house money at this point. Getting lucky
Pokemon
to confuse it and poison it. Come on. Come on, hit yourself and give us a free switch in. It did not hit itself. Here comes Thunder number 2.
Oh, that missed too.
Another miss. The game... Of course, last week I couldn't hit the Thunders. This week, the game can't hit the Thunders. Mirror Coat. You're probably going to switch, but got a Mirror Coat just in case. Yep, there's the switch. The good news is the poison will hurt it every time it comes back in. So, even though it's not confused anymore, getting that poison on it is big.
Pokemon emerges from its
We're
Pokeball.
back to Umbreon, who's going to Mean Look again.
What's this? No, that didn't connect. What impact
So we're going to go with Zubat again,
have on the battle?
since we know after the Mean Look it'll switch out.
Switching out.
These are big games this week, because, I mean, Suicune and Ponyta are the top 2 teams, and they're both being controlled by the computer. My team, the Quillfish, they're the 3rd team, and they're being controlled by the computer. So, real chance to shake up the standings this week if I can do anything right on my end.
The trainers
All right,
switching Pokemon.
they're switching. We're going for Confuse Ray again, so either Zapdos is going to be confused again or something else.
The Pokeball opens.
It is Zapdos. It's going to get hurt by poison a little bit.
It's poison. Will it be okay?
Now it's going to be confused as well.
It's become confused. How will this Pokemon
All right, switch in Wobbuffet and hope that Thunder misses again.
the Pokemon
Or better yet, it punches itself in the face. How would it punch itself in the face with those wings? That'd be really interesting. If anything, it would like poke itself because it's got really pointy, like jagged wings. Finally, it hit itself in the face. And it's poisoned. Zapdos is almost halfway beat.
Pokemon switch have on the battle?
I'm assuming they're going to switch, but I'm going to use Safeguard this time instead of Mirror Coat. Yep.
Pokemon switch.
I don't normally use Safeguard, part of why I'm not good at battling again, remembering it's up when the opponent uses it.
Pokemon is rejoining the
But, also you almost never see Safeguard nowadays. Not that it's a bad move, it's just like, Pokemon battles a lot of times are so quick, you just don't see it.
Pokemon fair.
There are stall battles, but like, more than half are pretty quick. You get something boosted and you win, you know, so... Zubat again. We'll just keep going back and forth till we wear down Zapdos.
Pokemon is switching.
Because Zapdos is the biggest threat. There's a lot of threats on the Suicune, but for this team in particular, where
Emerges from its Pokeball.
4 of our 6 are weak to Thunder, and the other 2, it's Thunder's neutral.
No.
Like,
Pokemon can't be
Zapdos is the biggest threat.
How will this
It doesn't mean the Suicune can't win if we get rid of Zapdos, but if we're gonna pull the upset, getting rid of Zapdos is the best chance to pull the upset. We saw last week I came close to pulling an upset and we still lost.
Pokemon is back for another
Zapdos comes back in. It's going to get hurt by poison. It's under halfway now. We're using Confuse Ray again on it.
become confused. What
I think this time I'm going to risk it and just stay... Well, no. Wing Attack and Giga Drain both aren't going to do much anyway. Alright, back to Wobbuffet once again. If we get lucky enough for Zapdos to hit itself, it's going to be down in the red by the end of this turn. If it doesn't hit itself, it could hurt Wobbuffet quite a bit. It gets the Thunder off. And it finally lands one. Zapdos 1 for 3. Did 200 damage to Wobbuffet out of the 500 Wobbuffet has. I'm assuming they're going to switch again, so I'm going to try to save us a step and just go right into Jump Pluff this time. Yep, they are switching. I'm going to try to do the old Paraflinch strategy to Umbreon.
The other trainer is also changing Pokemon. Oh, it's Jumpa! The safeguard wore off.
Safeguard's gone, but Zapdos isn't in there, so it's not as big of a deal. Stun Spore first to slow it down. Also just to set up Paraflinch. And then we can Leech Seed it. Alright, it's paralyzed. Alright, it used Mean Look, so we're not running away. Let's Leech Seed it. And then after that, we'll do Paraflinch the rest of the way until Umbreon leaves the field. Alright, Headbutt. They're going to switch. Yep. But now that it's gone, we can switch too, so that's not the end of the world. Miltank shows up. That's not great for us. I would like to get it paralyzed, but our accuracy was lowered. So, what's safe to put in against Miltank? Nothing is safe to put in against Miltank. Alright, Magikarp, I'm sorry, buddy, but somebody has to take a fall here. Somebody has to get stomped on or ice punched. We're gonna have it be you instead of a more important member of the team. Oh, it did Heal Bell. Good play. That means Zapdos is not poisoned anymore, and Umbreon is not paralyzed anymore. They still are damaged, so like they still have low health. And forgive me for all of the extra noise in the background. I have family over, and they are not great at realizing how loud they are. Well, since they didn't switch, I guess we stay in with Magikarp and Tackle. Are you kidding me? They're going to switch Miltank out. Is Miltank afraid of a Magikarp? Bayleaf steps in. We actually might have something we can do there, because we've got Zubat. I would assume since Magikarp's a water type that they're going to go Razor Leaf and not Body Slam. So let's get Zubat in there to take this hit. We'll Confuse Ray and Toxic and all that stuff. I don't know who's going to be faster, honestly. I'm going to Confuse Ray in case they switch. Yep. It's just the safest play. Especially since they do have Scizor on the roster. I don't want to go Toxic and get caught on the switch in. Zapdos comes in with 100 health left. We get the Confuse Ray off. It is not poisoned right now, though. We're going to chance it and go for Toxic, hoping that it hits itself or misses. It did hit itself. The gamble paying off.
What now? The poison will steadily weaken the victim.
Put Magikarp in, so that if it does attack, it is Magikarp that's destroyed instead of Zubat. If it hits itself and is poisoned this turn, it's done. It did hit itself, so that should be it for Zapdos. Oh, it's got 9 health left. Wait, does that mean Magikarp could beat Zapdos if it stays in? They're gonna switch, aren't they? Darn it, I wanted to see Magikarp take out a Zapdos. Darn. Come on, game. Oh, now Scizor shows up. We're gonna do like 1 damage. I'm calling it 1 damage. Ah, we did 5. Congrats, Magikarp. A little bit more than I thought. Darn it. Like, we were so close to Magikarp getting a knockout. You're gonna go Metal Claw. So let's go Psyduck.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
So close. Well, with it being poisoned, I would imagine that Zapdos won't come back in again until after Miltank shows up. Because they're going to need to heal Bell. If Magic, because right now, if Zapdos came in, the poison would knock it out. Bayleaf comes in. Okay. Same as before, let's just put Zubat back in. So it's going to be Switch-a-Palooza until somebody loses a Pokemon in this battle. Once someone loses 1 or 2, then it's going to start taking shape, this battle. By the way, where's all the unfair critical hits and such that there were last week? Where's all that at? Alright, Zubat is faster than Bayleaf. We use Confuse Ray on the Bayleaf. We'll Toxic next turn if it doesn't Safeguard. Bayleaf hits itself in the face. It didn't do very much, but it did hit itself in the face. Toxic. Zubat might be MVP of this battle if Magikarp actually finds a way to win. With all the poisoning and confusion. It is not confused anymore already. And there's a paralysis off Body Slam, but at least we got the poison on it. So Bayleaf is now faster than Zubat. We'll try Confuse Ray again here. They're going to switch, so I'm glad I went for Confuse Ray and that I stayed in. Alright, Vaporeon. That would be a great one, actually, to poison. We are fully paralyzed, so we did not do anything. We do have Giga Drain. I don't think our special attack is high enough for that to help against Vaporeon. I'm just going to go for Toxic. We do survive. Are we paralyzed again? We are not. Do we land the Toxic? We do land the Toxic, so Vaporeon is poisoned. So at least until Miltank comes back in, we have 3 things poisoned right now. No, 2 things poisoned right now. I can't count, apparently. Alright, Vaporeon is going to take out Zubat, though. But Zubat absolutely did a great job setting this battle up for the remaining members of the team. Like, tremendous effort by Zubat. Alright, I would imagine they're going to switch here. I wouldn't think they would leave Vaporeon in against Jumpluff, but we'll see. They did leave it in, so here comes Leech Seed. Alright, so it's poisoned and Leech Seeded. We can't do Paraflinch because it's poisoned. It's using Acid Armor, which is going to make Headbutt do less damage, but we could also Mega Drain it. Alright, there's the Poison. There's the Leech Seed. Headbutt, we don't really need Mega Drain yet because it hasn't done any damage to us. They're going to switch. Yep. Yep. Zapdos. Be great if it was Zapdos. We could get a knockout here. It is Scizor. Okay. That's not the end of the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Scissor's not super fast, so let's go ahead and do Leech Seed first. Alright, Leech Seed hit. It's not 100% accurate, so it's always a win when it does hit. Alright, Metal Claw hurt a lot, but that's where the Leech Seed comes in. Now we'll try to set up Paraflinch. Stun Spore. If it was a fast Pokemon, I would have done Stun Spore first. But since we were already faster than Scizor, that's why I went Leech Seed first. Alright, it's paralyzed, and we have the Leech Seed going. He got a critical hit, of course. Of course. The game's reminding me of how bad last week was. Headbutt, try to Paraflinch it, and just let Leech Seed whittle it down. 51% chance of it not doing anything. Alright, we won the first coin toss. It flinched. Essentially a coin toss every turn on if Scizor will do something. Alright, coin toss number 2.
That didn't accomplish much.
They won the second coin toss.
A light tap. It's a fierce battle.
Come on, coin toss number 3. Work in my favor, please.
What now? Oh, that was weak.
Nope, they won 2 out of 3 coin tosses.
Yes, it's a
Of course the game won 2 out of 3 coin tosses.
go.
Alright, Scizor takes out Jumpluff. It is hindered, though.
Big difference in the number of remaining
Let's go
Pokemon
with...
inside.
I mean, we're going to be faster no matter what because we paralyzed it. They could end up switching into Tentacruel. I mean, not Tentacruel, to Vaporeon, so I might want to go Tentacruel.
The trainer hasn't issued a command.
I'm going to go Tentacruel.
Pokemon is ready.
That way, if they switch to Bayleaf, we have Sludge Bomb. If they switch to Vaporeon, we have Sludge Bomb.
It has to make up for lost ground. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
I'm actually going to Barrier this first turn, get our defense up. For dealing, if we have to deal with Miltank.
Ah, it raised its defense. How's that?
Alright, there's Cut. Alright. Leech Seed gives us our... I mean, if Leech Seed's going to give us our health back, let's go ahead and Barrier again.
Difference between the two combatants.
They're going to switch.
This Pokemon is switching
I'm
out.
probably going to wish I attacked because he'll probably be Zapdos with 9 health.
The Pokeball opens to reveal
That's not the end of the world. I mean, it's going to take poison damage.
poison.
And we get our defense up anyway.
It's
Alright.
concentrating on improving its
Now we
stats.
just Sludge Bomb it.
What impact will this Pokemon
We'll try Sludge Bomb this turn. If it gets an Acid Armor up, we might switch to Wrap. Just to try and get some of that extra, like, damage each turn.
The hit glanced right off.
Good hit from Tentacruel's Sludge Bomb. There's the Acid Armor I was worried about. At least it's already poisoned.
It increased its defense.
60 from that.
The heated action continues.
Sludge Bomb it again. I don't think we need to go Wrap yet since it's poisoned. If it wasn't poisoned, I would absolutely try Wrap.
That was a claim.
Ooh, that might be close enough. Poison might take it out at the end of this turn. I would love if it did, since all it did was Acid Armor again.
It's still padding its stats. Ow! Additional
8
damage.
health left. I don't think it's going to matter. Let's just go Bubble Beam and take it out.
But the other one looks tired.
It is going to use Quick Attack.
A light hit.
It did 12 damage to us because of our defense boost.
Additional damage in an already difficult
The
situation.
poison is actually what takes out Umbreon, so that's a knockout for Zubat. Instead of Tentacruel. So go Zubat getting a knockout in this game.
This Pokemon is back
Alright,
for a
Umbreon is in here.
Both battlers still look fresh and ready for more.
Wrap's only 85. I'm going to try one Wrap because it's going to waste this turn doing the mean look to us anyway. So we'll try one wrap, and then after that, just go all Sludge Bomb and
What now?
Bubble Beam.
Whoops, that missed.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said I was only going to try it once. 85% accuracy. By the way, same accuracy as Fire Blast, even though Fire Blast doesn't miss all that often, it seems like. Sludge Bomb, and maybe we get lucky enough to get the poison.
What next? That did little damage.
No poison there, of course not. Here comes Sand Attack. That's what this thing does. It locks you in there, and then it tries to make your accuracy almost 0.
The stat changer succeeded.
That's why I wasn't too worried about it, like, doing damage to us, because it's going to spend the first, like, 6 turns not doing much.
What'll it do? Oh, that's a miss.
Wow, really? We're going to miss after 1 Sand Attack.
What's this?
Last week I did 2 Minimize, giving me triple evasiveness, and the game didn't miss once. We have our accuracy lowered by half. Not even that, really. And we missed the first try. Way to go, game.
What now? Oh my, missed again.
Yay. 2 misses in a row. I don't mind when the game beats me because it outsmarts me, but I hate when the game seems to, like, manipulate the luck. RNG is a thing in Pokemon, absolutely. But I do feel like it's almost rigged sometimes. I mean, 0 for 3, for example. If I was 1 for 3, then I would be like, oh yeah, RNG. But I guarantee you we're going to miss this one and be 0 for 4.
What'll it do? A light hit.
Alright, I've never been so happy to be wrong. We hit that time. But see, we've actually hit once, so like I can live with this a little bit more RNG-wise. If I would have started 0 for 4, I would have not been very happy. Sludge Bomb again. I gotta watch not to use too many Sludge Bombs, though.
What now? No, that didn't connect.
Because of, like, Bayleaf and a couple of the others left.
There's the attack.
Bayleaf and Miltank.
Right off.
Alright, where are we on our Sludge Bomb usage? Yeah, I gotta save the last 2. We need at least 1 for Bayleaf. Preferably 2.
That did little damage. How's that?
Otherwise, oh, thanks for the critical hit there again, game. Otherwise, Tentacruel will be a sitting duck against Bayleaf.
What'll it do? Whoops, that missed. What's this? A light pack.
Say, it's already hard enough to hit them, let alone them getting critical hits on us.
What now? Oh my, missed again. There's the attack. That's it.
Oh, a second critical hit in 3 turns. Yeah, thanks.
There's a distinct
Alright.
number of remaining Pokémon for each side.
If I put in Zapdos, they're just going to switch. Let's try to go Wobbuffet and see if the game will be kind enough to let us predict some stuff.
This Pokémon is rejoining the battle.
At least Psyduck has swagger, so it does have a chance
Battle continues.
against things. You're probably going to mean look that first turn. Just in case, though. Destiny Bond.
What's next? Ah, that attack just bounced off. It's trying to take the opponent with it.
I'm assuming it's going to go Quick Attack to avoid knocking me out. Sand Attack. Well, I was right about it avoiding knocking me out.
The stat changer succeeded.
I wonder, I know Counter doesn't work on Ghost types in this generation for some reason. I wonder if Mirror Coat doesn't work on Dark because it's a Psychic move.
Continue. What'll it do? Ow, a heavy
But we got a critical hit, so we'll never know. Umbreon's had 3 critical hits on us. I hate using Wobbuffet on this game as the person because the computer never lets you get it right. Never lets you get it right. Alright, Magikarp, let's go out there and see what you can do, buddy.
from its Pokeball. A hot battle is unfolding.
Tackle. We're faster than the Umbreon.
What's this?
I'm sorry, but how is Magikarp faster than Umbreon?
What now? Hit! That inflicted some damage.
Alright, alright.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Flail. I don't know if it'll be any better, but let's try it. We did 11 damage last time with Tackle. We got 15 out of Flail. Well, I mean, Magikarp's actually helping a little bit here because it's going to get Umbreon low enough that Psyduck will just have to hit it once to take it out. Oh, but here's a thought. What if we try to confuse Umbreon and then Psych Up from the sweat? Well, that would only help Dig, though. Oh, I hate to say it, but I think we just have to beat Umbreon and then maybe try that Swagger stat. That Swagger strat with one of the other Pokemon.
The Pokemon appears with a cry. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
I won't be shocked at all if they switch. Surf. They did not switch. Okay.
What'll it do? The hit glanced right off. Ride that surf.
Psyduck will take out Umbreon, but Umbreon devastated the team with its critical hits.
A light hit settled it. There's a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokemon for each side.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have left Tentacruel in against Umbreon, but I also thought I'd have better luck than going like 2 for 10 or whatever I went.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Swagger, that's my only chance. I have to Swagger Bayleaf and confuse it. Hopefully between Confusion and Poison we can beat it.
Fusion made it tougher.
It did hit itself. I will say, if we can get by Bayleaf, especially with Zapdos only having 9 health left, we have a shot. It won't be easy, but we have a shot. Let's Swagger one more time. And if it's not defeated by the end of the turn, we'll go Psych Up next time.
That missed.
90% accurate move, by the way. We missed. Alright, that was 60, 40. I'm going to Psych Up. I have to take the chance. To have a chance, I have to take chances. Alright, we've got double the attack now for dig situations. Bayleaf will beat itself in Confusion. So, Psyduck with the knockout. We got Scizor, which we could use the dig change against. Zapdos, which we could at least dig to dodge a Thunder. And Miltank. Alright, again, we're going to have to Swagger shenanigans. That's our only chance. Go ahead and Heal Bell, because you go first, so I'll be able to Swagger you anyway. The Heal Bell does make it so Zapdos will not faint when it comes in because of poison or anything.
What now? Oh, its confusion made it tougher.
This sucks, though, because this thing is definitely... If it fights through the Confusion, it's going to wreck us now. Switch. I'm okay with this. We can Swagger Zapdos. And then maybe it goes down.
The Pokemon appears with a cry. Oh, it's already taken considerable damage. This is worrisome. How's that? Oh, that's a miss.
Hey, 90% accurate. We've missed twice.
Pokemon failed.
Twice. This Thunder's not going to miss, I can tell you that much. You can read this game like a book. Alright, Zapdos takes out Psyduck, and that ends the game. We'll never know if we really had a chance or not, because the game decided that Swagger was going to miss. Our chances of winning were too realistic. If Zapdos gets confused and hits itself, we're down to Scizor with a sliver of health and just Miltank. And in this generation, Confusion's 50-50, so we very well could have won that game if we got that break. No, we rolled a 10% chance to miss. But, again, that's Pokemon for you. Swagger is 90% even nowadays. So, like, again, it's not like that's something too crazy, but it is funny that we missed twice in the same battle. But hey, I mean, when it's not 100%, you run that risk. Great job, though, by Psyduck giving the team a chance. Again, I think Magikarp actually had a pretty good lineup today, despite Magikarp being in the lineup. Just we didn't get some breaks. I mean, Umbreon had 3 critical hits. We had no critical hits. Suicune bringing Miltank worked out well because it was able to Heal Bell. If they didn't have Heal Bell, Zapdos goes down to Poison from earlier. So, good team choices by both teams, really. And it was a good battle, despite the score being... I mean, the score is 3-0, so it wasn't a blowout. So, again, a good battle. Much more fair than last week. I mean, it was still a little skewed toward the computer, but that's much more acceptable than all the shenanigans of last week. So, congratulations to the Minnesota Suicune. Somehow continuing to win still. Now at 9 in a row. I don't know how, but they continue to win. And I'll be back with our second matchup of the day. See you guys here in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with our next matchup of the day. It's the Squirtle Squad and Nightmare AC. Nightmare can move themselves up in the standings with a win here. Squirtle Squad trying to stay in the playoff picture. Right now they're on the outside looking in, but they're only, I want to say, 2 games behind. It's 1 or 2 games. I think it's 2. Plenty of time left to get back in it, but they need to win some games like this to get back in it. I have been directed to lead Lantern, and honestly, looking at the opponent's roster, where literally everything except Togepi is weak to Lantern, and, you know, Togepi is a Togepi, that would have been my choice too, either Lantern or Raikou. Well, actually, it would have just been Lantern, because Raikou isn't super effective on everything, but you get the idea. So I agree with that choice. Let's see what we get here. I can't wait for the game to have me miss every Hydro Pump I attempt. Oh, it's Blastoise first, so I guess I don't have to do Hydro Pump. So yay. Spark! I mean, you're getting 1 Mud Slap won't be that bad. I was waiting for a critical hit after I said that. Yeah, but Spark has normal accuracy, so we should be okay. And we got the Paralysis first try. We'll do 1 more Spark, since we should go first this turn. Yep. And then I might come out next turn because of the lowered accuracy. We don't want to leave Lantern in there for, like, whatever the next Pokemon is because of the accuracy. Do we have anything that can avoid the Mud Slap? Not really. I mean, Mud Slap is a low power move, so it's not going to hurt too much. Let's go Doug Trio. This might actually force him to put Charizard in, so I think I'm going to go Slash instead of Magnitude in case they switch. So that if it's Charizard or Scyther, we still get some damage on whatever comes in. It's a good thing I switched, because that critical hit would have been on Lantern, possibly, if we would have missed the Spark. Alright, Slash, whoever's in there. They stayed in. Okay, Slash, please hit. Alright, we got a crit. For once, I got a crit when I was in charge of a team, when it mattered. Hallelujah. Oh, man. Alright, now we retreat. Alright, back to Lantern, who will be at full accuracy again now. I'm assuming it's going to Hydro Pump. I can't imagine that it... I know it's not going to use Thunder on a Doug Trio. If so, that's proof this game cheats. I doubt it would go Psychic. Yeah. Hydro Pump hits, but it doesn't do a whole lot. Spark. Here comes Thunder, which at least it'll be neutral if it hits. Alright, alright. We're still hanging strong. No paralysis is good for us. No paralysis on the Staryu, though. That would have been nice, because we would have had 2 attacks in a row. Come on, miss the thunder. Didn't miss the thunder, but we're hanging in there still. Alright, Staryu goes down. Staryu's had a rough season. Like, it's gone from a former league MVP to just kind of existing this season. Alright, Flareon, I'm not too worried about because we do have Nidoqueen and Houndour. Kind of the same thing with Charizard, plus Raikou good against Charizard. Raikou's good against Scyther. So yeah, we're actually in pretty good shape. I think I'm just going to leave Lantern in for this turn. Because we don't know what Togepi is going to get with Metronome. Last thing we need to do is put, like, Nidoqueen in and it gets, like, Fissure or something. Or Horn Drill. So I think we leave Lantern in. I'm probably going to Spark it just to make sure we hit it instead of going Hydro Pump. And then the remaining Pokemon we can beat with what we've got. So I think that's the safe play. And especially with how the computer has been doing these battles lately, I feel like I have to take the safe play instead of taking a risk. Because the risk rarely works. It went Headbutt instead of Metronome. It was enough, though. Alright, Lantern is down. But it did its job. Togepi, of all things, gets a knockout this season. How about that? However, speaking of that, let's put Kadabra in. Put Kadabra in and just, you know, wipe it off the face of the earth. And if they switch, something else is taking a very strong Psychic. Bye, Togepi. Are you kidding me? Kadabra, did you not eat your Wheaties this morning, or you didn't one-shot the Togepi? Thunder Punch in case they switch. How did a Togepi not go down in one hit to Kadabra? By the way, I like how it got Tackle from Metronome after I was so afraid about what it would maybe get. Alright. We can Thunder Punch Charizard, we can Thunder Punch Scyther, we can Psychic Flareon. Hey, look, it's Flareon. Alright. This should survive, because Flareon has pretty good special defense. Yeah. Alright, we survived it. I could switch in Houndour to take a lesser hit, but then Houndour's got damage on it for fighting Scyther, Charizard, and Flareon. 2 of the 3 are faster than it, I believe. I think we just let Kadabra get the hit, and then Houndour just kind of takes us home from there. Plus, we can get more damage on Flareon anyway before putting Houndour in. Well, maybe not. That's right. Quick attack. That's alright. Like I said, we were planning on Kadabra going down anyway, so even though I had a little bit of an oversight with Quick Attack, that's not going to really change the strategy at all. I could go Dugtrio and go Magnitude, because Flareon is bad on its physical defense. But then they're probably just going to switch to one of the flying monsters. Alright, Houndour. It's stuck with Quick Attack and an ineffective Fire Blast. We'd be really dumb to use Sunny Day here and help it out. Let's go Sludge Bomb because its physical defense is less than its special defense. Yeah, we did enough there that we'll be fine. We did 89, it's got 83 left. See, if we would have put up the sun, it would have done even more damage to us. Quick Attack, I don't really care. I was going to say, unless it's a crit, I don't care. Flareon's going to go down to Houndour. Okay. Way to get a low roll this time, Houndour. Proud of you. Went from 89 to 79. We still survive at least, but it does mean Houndour won't be as useful against those other two Pokemon. Alright, well, it's still got the knockout. It just took longer to get it. We got Charizard and Scyther left, which does kind of put Dugtrio in a what do we do with you situation. But at least Slash can hit both of them, so... And Slash has a high critical hit rate. I'm going to go Sludge Bomb again on the off chance we do get to attack. We shouldn't, but if we do get to attack, maybe we poison it. Okay. Alright, Houndour goes down to Charizard. I will say in this battle, nothing too crazy has happened yet. Like, the only critical hit... Like, they had a critical hit Mud Slap, and we had a critical hit Slash, I think it was. So, yeah, it was Slash. So, nothing too crazy, at least, in this one. Go Raikou. You're super effective against both remaining Pokemon.
Oh, it's Raikou. Number of remaining Pokemon
Spark.
is 3 to 2. A serious attack. That struck home.
Would have liked the paralysis, so I knew. I mean, we are faster than it, but... Hey, look, there's that critical hit after I just complimented the game for being fair in this battle. No, I mean, critical hits are a part of Pokemon. But it is funny that the game seems to get a lot more of them than I do. Alright, Charizard goes down. But this battle is an example of sometimes your logic playing the game can outdo the game's tomfoolery. Alright. Wing attack shouldn't take us out at this point. So we should get to hit it twice and beat it. Critical hit Swift incoming now that I said that. Nope, okay. We survived it, thank goodness, and it doesn't have quick attack. So we should be able to take it out here and just end the battle. Raikou takes out Scizor, and that is a 3-0 victory for Nightmare. I've ended my losing streak to the computer. Yay! It is doable. I can beat the machine. Oh, boy. Congratulations, Nightmare, on the win, and thank you for snapping me out of my slump. Or bad luck, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Again, much like the first battle, two very good lineups. I mean, minus Togepi. But, I mean, that being said, Togepi did get a knockout today, so. But, two decent lineups. Nightmare came more prepared with the slightly better lineup, and Nightmare won. There wasn't too many crazy things in that battle. Pretty even. And, yeah. So, not a whole lot to say about that one, except congrats to Nightmare for the win. I'll be right back with our third matchup of the day. Now, hello there, everybody, and welcome back for our third match of the day. This is a big one, especially with the Suicune getting a win earlier. The Pokemon, I'm reading ahead of myself. The Smoochum or Lose-'em against My Little Ponyta. This is a big one. Smoochum or Lose-'em is in the playoffs at the moment, trying to stay in there. If not, maybe improve their seeding. And of course, My Little Ponyta trying to keep up the race for first. This one is going to be interesting because on paper, these are decent matchups. I need to figure out what I don't want to see first, because that's definitely what's going to come out first. Kind of like Zapdos being first last game. I mean, last game, first game of the day. Snorlax is going to be the biggest problem, as it tends to be, but we do have Dynamic Punch from Feraligatr, and we have, I think, Submission. Submission's not a great move. Honestly, I would prefer Dynamic Punch. I feel like the accuracy is a better drawback than the recoil. Plus, Submission has bad accuracy, too. So, bad accuracy and recoil versus just bad accuracy, but they also are confused if it works. So, either of them could potentially fight Snorlax. Or if Snorlax is whittled down, the others could do the work. Chin Chow is interesting for if we get the Rain Dance up first. It could be a nightmare to Nidoking, Golem, and Magmar potentially, especially if Nidoking goes for Horn Drill and misses. Gengar could be a problem. It's going to be Gengar leading, isn't it? I'm going to lead Electrode. Let me think about that. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see. I'm going to lead, I think, Jinx, actually. Because even if Snorlax is the one that comes in, we could either... Then we could switch the turn that it's going for Curse. Smoochum does have Sting and Sweet Kiss, though. Could confuse the Gengar. The Snorlax. Let's go Jinx. And Smoochum may be my plan B if Jinx goes down right away. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going with me actually getting a win against the computer today. Good to be back on the winning side for once. To be fair, the computer's been a lot more fair today. I mean, it's had its shenanigans, like Umbreon getting 3 crits in that first game. But, it was 3 crits and not, 97. So, yeah. It is Snorlax first, as I kind of figured it would be. Part of me wants to go for the Ice Punch to see if we get lucky enough to freeze it, and part of me wants to prepare for it headbutting.
They're eyeing each other warily.
I think I'm going to Ice Punch it. Well, no, Ice Punch could be valuable against, like, Nidoking and Golem. No, we're going to switch out. We'll go for Alligator. Take a shot at Dynamic Punch, hitting and confusing the Snorlax. Especially if Snorlax is going to up its attack. Maybe it'll, if it does hit itself in confusion, it'll do more damage to itself. And then we can always dig while it's fighting through confusion. It just went for straight up headbutt. Okay, that actually, in a way, works out better for us.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
If I wanted to go big brain, I could say that Gengar coming in, go for dig. I'm gonna try Dynamic Punch and see if we get that. Okay, it stayed in, so I'm glad I went Dynamic Punch. We missed it though. 50-50 shot. I mean, there's the curse I was worried about, but at least it means our 50-50 shot wasn't completely in vain. We didn't take a big hit there. Try Dynamic Punch again. We got the hit, and it's confused. It did not hit itself. Of course it didn't. They got a critical hit on us. First time it hit it. First time after curse gets critical hit. Alright. I guarantee it breaks out of confusion this next turn now. I guess we go Pinsir and go for submission.
Oh, it's Pinsir. The heated action continues.
I kind of want to go Focus Energy. But then we're taking a chance on if it hits itself. Granted, with it cursing, we're not going to beat it this turn, even if submission does hit. I'm going to go Focus Energy to up our chances of a critical hit.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
The only thing I'm really afraid of here is well, I guess Gengar could be a problem here.
Oh, it's Gengar.
Because we have Fury Cutter, but Fury Cutter isn't really going to do anything to Gengar.
It's getting primed.
Especially on the first Fury Cutter. We don't have a normal type to switch into here. So that sucks. Oh, not good, not good. We might have to just stay in. So that something else isn't a sitting duck. I hate that we lost for Alligator to that bogus critical hit, because if we had Dig, that would give us something to do against Gengar. We have Electrode, but like I don't want it to Nightshade any of these. The pincer could come in handy for some switching maybe later. This is a rough one. I need to save Chinchou now with Feraligatr gone.
What's the matter, trainer?
Electrode is faster than Gengar. So even if it does hit Electrode here, Electrode will get to... Oh, okay. Surprised that actually helps me, I think. Even if it's like Golem or something, we can just switch again.
Oh, it's Magma.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset with this. I'm not upset with this at all.
The other trainer is also changing Pokemon.
Oh,
it's Electro.
if it doesn't like take out Electrode, I mean again we're faster than Gengar, so like
What impact will this Pokemon
let's try one Thunder and kind of see where we go here. They're switching. It's gonna be Golem, but I had to see if the game would switch again. And now I know it will. Alright, not the end of the world. It's going to go Magnitude. We just put in Pinsir to take the hit. And we already know that they'll put Gengar in to counter Pinsir. So I can try to call, like, get Electrode back in ahead of that. Actually, instead of Electrode, we could go for something else.
What now? That didn't do much.
Took it like a real champ, Pinsir. Good job. I don't know if they'll switch, though, because it does have Rock Throw. This one turn, I'm going to go Submission just to see what happens. They do switch. Okay. So I know how to play this now.
This Pokemon is rejoining the battle. What's next? This move appears to be useless. What impact will this Pokemon...
Alright, let's try putting an Electrode in there like before.
The trainer's switching Pokemon.
If it's Hypnosis, we just gotta get lucky enough that it doesn't hit. If it's Nightshade, we're okay. Alright, they do switch again. For some reason, Gengar fears the Pinsir it can't do anything to. Magmar, we know that they're going to switch to Golem. So, since Golem's super slow, let's get... let's go smooch him, actually. Because we might need Chimchou for Magmar. I don't want to risk Chinchou getting beat against the Golem.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
But we can go Blizzard. Hope it hits. If they do sub out, there's a chance we freeze whatever comes in. If for some weird reason they switch to Gengar, then we could go for Psychic the next time around in this game of musical chairs. Blizzard. They're going to switch. Is it Magmar or Gengar? Snorlax, okay. Please hit. We need the hit. We not only got the hit, but we got the freeze. The game decided to give us a gift. Sweet kiss. Just in case it does thaw out. It's a low chance in this generation it thaws out. I was waiting for it to thaw out turn one after that. It's a low chance it thaws out in this generation, but it can thaw out. So I want to confuse it, so if it does thaw out, we don't have to worry about it as much.
It's become confused. Will this ice ever melt? The white hot battle.
All right, Psychic.
What now? A light back.
All right, another Psychic should take it down.
Can't do a thing but await defeat.
Hey, like I said, I'm glad I confused it.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Just in case it survives here. Alright, Snorlax goes down. That freeze makes up for that bogus critical hit earlier, so I would say this is an even battle again.
Which Pokemon will join the battle now? This Pokemon is back for another go.
Alright, we don't want Smoochum against you.
They're both hanging
Magmar. Get Chinchou in? If it goes Confuse Ray, I might switch again, because I doubt it's going to Fire Punch a Chinchou by choice. If it goes Fire Punch here, then I think we go Surf, expecting Nidoking or Golem or something to come in.
What's that? That didn't do much. How will this newly switched out Pokemon
Actually, I'm going to try Rain Dance.
face each other?
It is going to try for Confuse Ray. If we fight through and get Rain Dance up, we're in really good shape, though. Because we would have had to deal with the Confuse Ray even if I did pick Surf here.
Oh, no.
So it didn't matter. It didn't matter what I picked this turn. We were going to hit ourselves. So,
It's a fierce
not the end of the world. It was going to happen either way. Another Fire Punch.
How's that? That didn't accomplish much.
I was going to say, this will make Fire Punch do less damage to us as well.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Surf. It's going for Smokescreen.
The smoke screen went up.
Because it knows it's not going to beat us with Fire Punch. At this point.
He is down.
Still confused.
A sharp
We get through and get the Surf off. Do we land it? We do land it. It should be boosted from the rain. Magmar goes down in one hit.
hit brings it down. That KO will bring out a new Pokemon.
We have more than 100 health, so Gengar can't one-shot us from here.
Will this battler live up to
Abra could hurt us pretty bad, though. I think I'm going to go Thunder instead of Surf. I know our accuracy's down a little bit, but we are in the rain, which ups Thunder's chances of hitting. And that's the very reason right there for why I'm trying to go Thunder, so maybe we paralyze it.
Oh, special defense is down.
That's not great.
Aha, it's
We're not confused anymore, at least.
vicious attack.
No paralysis. Darn, that was the chance we were taking there.
They're both hanging
I think Chinchou might be faster than Golem, so I might try to save it here. And with Snorlax out of the picture, we don't really need Pinsir for anything now. Electrode is for Gengar. Smoochum and Jinx are for Golem and Nidoking. And then Abra, we just kind of got to get by. So let's go Pinsir. We'll save Chinchou for trying to outspeed Golem. Golem might be faster for all I know, but even so, I don't see Pinsir doing a whole lot to Golem,
back for another go.
even with submission. Whereas Surf is 4 times effective against Golem. So I think we keep Chinchou alive just on the off chance that we can Surf the Golem.
How will this Pokemon switch affect?
I know you're going to go down, Pinsir, but like it was the strategic move. Because we can put Electrode in and outspeed Abra.
That was good. Oh, it collapsed.
If anything, it'll at least force it to switch out. I don't know if the game will switch it out, but it should switch it out. Actually, you know what? Let's go Jinx. I believe Jinx should outspeed Abra. I know it doesn't outspeed Kadabra or Alakazam. I think it outspeeds Abra. So we can take out some of the risk. Because honestly, we would Ice Punch just about anything left at this point. Nope, it still outsped us. Darn it. But at least it went for Swagger instead of, like, maybe we can fight through the confusion here and be okay. We did fight through it. Here comes Ice Punch. Abra's gone. Okay.
Oh, and down it goes.
Oops, I was giving Abra the knockout instead of the feint. My bad.
The battle now.
I might want to switch, though, because of the confusion. Because Ice Punch in this generation is a special move. So if we take against Golem here, Jinx is dead if it hits itself. This is a tough predicament now. Actually, I'm glad I saved the Chinchou now. I might just let it go down to save Jinx and Smoochum. I think that's the play, actually. Get Jinx to be not confused anymore with full health. Just let Chinchou go down in its place. We can put, I'll probably go Smoochum instead of Jinx. Because, again, Blizzard isn't as likely to hit. And against Nidoking, we really need something that's going to hit for sure. Then again, against Nidoking, we could go Psychic. Which is better than Confusion. So, no, I take that back. We will go Jinx. And then, of course, we've got Electrode in the back wing for dealing with Gengar. Potentially. We'll have to have Thunder actually hit. But if Thunder hits, it could deal with Gengar. Alright, Ice Punch. We're faster. That should do at least half its health. Almost a one-shot. Here's Rock Throw. It wasn't a crit, so that's good. Jinx does survive. And we'll take it out this turn, most likely. Alright. Nidoking and Gengar left. Gengar definitely outspeeds Jinx, so if Gengar comes in, Jinx is dead. If Nidoking comes in, then we've got some switching shenanigans we got to figure out. Right, you're going to go Nightshade.
One Pokemon is still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
I'm going to go Electrode, because Jinx does outspeed Nidoking if I can manage to make some correct guesses here. I think it's going to go for Nightshade or Thief just to get the knockout. If it went for Thief, that'd be great. It would not be that much. Darn it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to predict that it goes Nidoking because it's a ground type, meaning that we can switch in Jinx. If I get this call right, we have a chance at winning this game. If I get this call right, wrong, then it goes back in favor of the computer.
The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon. Oh, it's low on HP.
Of course. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to go Thunder this next turn, and they're going to switch to Nidoking. If they do that, at least I won't feel so stupid. I think that'll be a this game cheats moment. Alright, Gengar with the knockout there. Here comes Electrode. We're going to go Thunder. They're going to switch, and Nidoking's going to get in for free. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot for not going for Thunder. Come on. Come on. It's 70%, not 27. Like, we should be getting some hits off it. Come on, we need one Thunder to help out Smoochum. Alright, at least you gave me that, Electrode. Smoochum can beat it with Psychic, and then it'll come down to just how things go against Nidoking. If we would have hit the first Thunder, if you look at the health, if we hit the first Thunder, Gengar would have lost right there. Alright, it's down to Smoochum, the mascot of Smoochum or Lose 'em. Gengar's gonna be faster. If it goes Nightshade, we will survive and get a hit off. If it goes Hypnosis, it depends on our luck. Psychic. It did go Nightshade. Okay. Psychic should take out Gengar here. Alright, Gengar's down.
Each team has only one Pokemon left for battle. Oh, it's Nidoking! It's down to the last Pokemon now. It's just one-on-one now. This match has
Alright, alright. I'm having a moment here where, apparently I didn't get some of these takedowns correct. Let's see here. What took out Chinchou? It wasn't Magmar. I think it was Golem, wasn't it? Because I was trying to save Jinx. So Golem did get a knockout. That's only 4. I'm still missing one. Magmar didn't beat anyone. Abra took out Pinsir. That's what it was. Alright, I'm caught up. Blizzard's more we gotta go Blizzard. Our hopes and dreams rely on us landing Blizzard here. I don't think... Oh, boy, and it goes first. Do we even survive to get Blizzard? We survive. We have to land Blizzard. That's our only chance. That's the ball game. Psychic wouldn't have one-shot it, so that was it. The only other option I could have gone would have been to try Sweet Kiss or Sing, and those are as accurate or less. So that was the ball game. Game decided the winner. So Nidoking's going to win using the mightiest of attacks, Horn Attack. And that's going to do it. 1-0 victory for the Ponyta. It's a shame. I feel like I battled very well there just for the game to be like, oh, you missed Thunder and you missed Blizzard at the end. Which is why if I was really making these movesets myself, I would have had like Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. But, oh well. Congratulations to My Little Ponyta for getting the win, keeping your spot in first place. Looked like we had you on the ropes there for a minute, but the game bailed you out. And that's not saying your team wasn't good, but again, convenient that we missed Thunder and Blizzard down the stretch. But yeah, good battle nonetheless. Computer's been a lot more difficult than usual these last couple weeks. I don't know if it's just the lineups picked or if the computer just hates my guts and hates losing to me. But, yep, congratulations to My Little Ponyta. You and the Suicune both found ways to win today. And I'll be right back with our last matchup of the night. Last matchup of the day. I record this tonight. But, yeah, last matchup of the day. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The last matchup of the day, the Pokemon Power and the Quinwood Quillfish. The Quillfish need a win badly to stay in the race for first. We are a game behind the two teams in first, and the Power need a win badly to creep back up in the playoff race. They aren't out, like, they're out on the outside looking in because of technicality, but, like, there's plenty of time left. But a win would go a long way this week to making that easier. All right. From what we've got to look at here, I'm going to start Alakazam. And if it is Mischievous, we just switch to Houndoom or Tyranitar. Couple new Pokemon making appearances here. Magnemite, who I guess isn't new, but is making its first appearance of the season for the Power. And Magcargo, my addition from last week, making its first appearance for my team. I'm interested to see how the computer uses Magcargo. I feel like it's going to do a lot better when I'm in control of it. But we'll see how it goes. And we're going to find out right away, it looks like. Magcargo leading off for some reason. Psybeam. I can't wait for my team to be terrible in yet another week where the computer is winning the battles so far. The computer's won 2 of the 3 matchups. Magcargo does land the first Fire Blast and does do half of Alakazam's health. A little bit more than I was expecting from it, actually. Looking at those calculations, Alakazam's in trouble if I stay out there. So we are going to switch to... we're going to go Tyranitar, because Magcargo does have Rock Throw if we put Houndoom in. I wasn't expecting Fire Blast to have that kind of firepower from Magcargo. Good to know.
Oh, it's Tyranitar.
I mean, it's a stab move, so it wouldn't be, like, awful, but you know what I mean. I didn't think it'd be that well. That good.
What'll it do? Oh, that's a miss.
Missed the Fire Blast on the Tyranitar. Would have been nice to have that burn if you're rooting for my team. Sandstorm would be a waste of time here because Magcargo's part Rock. So we're going to go Mud Slap.
Ready to go.
4 times effective Mud Slap.
What now? It withstood that easily. Accuracy
Interesting that they didn't switch it out when it can't really do anything to Tyranitar. And Amnesia's not going to help against Mud Slap. That would have been great if you were still fighting Alakazam, but for fighting Tyranitar, that does not help you.
What's this? It appears to be impervious to damage.
Night Cargo with 10 health left.
The target stats must be in tatters.
Alright, so yeah, the game has decided to suck, of course, when the team that is mine is being controlled by the game. So one of my wins is going to be against my own team. Oh, joy there. I called that last week, and I've called it all week with everyone I've talked to about this upcoming week. Lovely that the game's going to be terrible when my team's win-loss record is on the line. It didn't even do any damage to Tyranitar. It just sat there using Amnesia. Right, Primeape is in, so we got to get out because it's going to cross-chop. We do have Haunter. Oh, boy.
Oh, it's Haunter.
Execute will be harder to get rid of now with Mag Cargo being gone, too. You're probably going to switch. It's probably going to be Girafarig because it's part normal type. So I'm actually going to Giga Drain instead of Shadow Ball.
Okay.
Why are you staying? You literally can't hurt Haunter.
A light hit.
You have no moves that can hurt Haunter. Why are you staying in?
It's getting primed for action.
Yep.
Heated action continues.
Yep. The game has, it's going to be dumb, this battle.
The hit glanced right off.
And here, the Quinwood Quillfish have a normal type sitting on the bench that could not get hit by Shadow Ball.
Sacrifice speed.
And both a Ghost type and Psychic type, and also a Ground type, that all three could hit Haunter super effectively. Like, I wouldn't want to put Diglett in against Haunter, but even if it did that, at least it would be playing for Ground against Poison. Primeape goes down to a critical hit. At least the game finally gave me a critical hit. You can already see where this one's going. 2 Pokemon in.
Remaining on each side. Oh, it's Girafarig.
Hey, that's the thing I would have put in so that Shadow Ball wouldn't hit.
It's a fierce battle.
Let's see. All of your moves are ineffective against Magnemite, so let's put in Magnemite. It might lead to Diglett coming out, but it'll get Magnemite a game played, and Girafarig won't hurt it that much unless maybe he gets a critical hit.
Oh, it's Magnemite. What's this? Oh, that was weak. How will this Pokemon
You're going to switch to Diglett, so I'm going to go for Frustration
This Pokemon
instead of
is
Thunder.
switching out. Oh, it's Diglett. What now? Oh, a blow to the weak spot. How will
Diglett's faster than us, so we got to get out of there. This is where Execute comes in handy.
The trainer's switching Pokemon.
I would imagine we'll probably see either Mischievous or Quillfish as a response to
Oh, it's
Execute. So I'm going to go Psychic instead of Giga Drain.
What'll it do? That didn't accomplish much. What impact will this Pokemon switch have on the battle?
Oh, Diglett going for Fissure. Doesn't get lucky.
Terrifying fissure! Oh, that hit just the right
Of course, with the game being in charge, it gets lucky.
knockout.
Fissure Diglett, one of my favorite Pokemon. One of my favorite movesets, just Fissure Diglett.
The next Pokemon.
So, yep, okay. Well, we just go Houndoom and
Go.
outspeed it. That's not Execute's fault. That's a luck-based move. 30% chance, and of course the game gave itself the 30% chance.
On a different type,
Bite.
wearing off in battle.
Houndoom is outsped by Diglett.
Earthquake.
I forgot that it outsped Houndoom. Okay, good. At least it didn't one-shot us. I guess Alakazam's the only thing we have on the team that outspeeds it then.
Great hit.
Either way, Diglett is gone now.
Going down.
Quillfish, Girafarig, and
There's
Mischievous.
a distinct difference in the number of remaining Pokémon.
I mean, Tyranitar's got full health, so we're still kind of okay against Mischievous and Girafarig.
The opponent is weak. What an opportunity! This is a clash of different Pokémon types.
Bite. If we flinch it a couple times, we could maybe take it out.
What's that? Hit! That was good.
Yeah, 2 flinches equals a knockout. There's 1 flinch. If we get another one, Houndoom could beat Quillfish.
What's this? Hit! That inflicted some damage.
Alright, Quillfish takes out Houndoom.
Right! That's a hit! Oh, it has no strength left. Which Pokémon
Alright, Magnemite.
The Pokeball
Thunder works on all 3 remaining Pokemon.
A hot battle is unfolding.
If we do miss the first Thunder, I'm just going to go Frustration to make sure we hit it.
That missed.
Alright, did miss its Hydro Pump.
Here it comes.
Again, the game throwing for the Quillfish. Alright, Magnemite takes out Quillfish.
Down it goes.
Girafarig and Mischievous remaining.
There's a big difference in the number of Pokemon remaining
Magnemite
on
resists
the top.
both of them.
Oh, it's Mystery Bus. Pokemon of different types are
Thunder Wave.
up in battle.
So we go first.
What now?
Which will be big since this thing is a, pain split Pokemon. Oh, well. Of course it paralyzed us, so us paralyzing it won't change the speed priority.
Thunder Wave. It's gripped by paralysis. They're both hanging tough.
Alright, Thunder.
It's gripped by paralysis.
Oh, there's that worked out for us. At least it was paralyzed this turn.
There's
Thunder.
No, that didn't.
Alright, so 1 paralysis and 1 miss.
Line from
Nothing
both
happened.
competitors.
Going for the resisted Psywave.
Great hit.
Oh, I guess Psywave. That's right. Psywave is one of those like weird attacks that isn't super effective or resisted.
Hit. That was good.
Really good hit by
The
Magnemite.
white-hot battle continues.
I mean, if you're gonna go Psywave, let's switch into Tyranitar. We'll have Paraflinch
Trainers switching
fighting
Pokemon.
the paralysis.
The Pokemon emerges from its Pokeball. There's the attack. Oh, that was weak.
All right.
What impact will this Pokemon
Bite.
switch have on the battle?
Bye, Mischievous.
There it goes! Bam! That worked perfectly! Oh, it has no strength left. There's only one Pokemon left to come out. The Pokeball opens to reveal its Pokemon.
Ugh, ugly showing for the Quillfish. I feel like this was a really good lineup too. The game just questionable decisions like how it used Macargo and Primeape. Basically threw away 2 of my 6 Pokemon right off the bat.
There's the shot. That struck home.
Alright, nice hit by the Tyranitar though.
Sparks a
One
fight
more bite will do it.
competitor. What's this? Ah, that didn't do much.
That's your ball game right there. Tyranitar takes out Girafarig. And we've got a 4-0 victory for the Power. Alright, I did a little bit better this week. Not my individual team, but I went 2-2 against the computer. So, not bad. Not great, but much better than last week's debacle. Alright, congratulations to the Pokemon Power. The standings are going to be really interesting to look at. Because I think the Quillfish only had a 1-game lead over whoever they were in front of. So this is going to be an interesting standings to look at. I'll be back in just a moment with that. Until then, like I said, good week of battles. See you in just a moment. Hello there, everybody, and we're back. Here's the updated standings after today. Milo Ponyta and Minnesota Suicune both still hanging on at 9-3. They do have a matchup with each other before the season's over, so that'll be interesting to see how that works out. I know Suicune was a little bummed out that Ponyta found a way to pull off their win today. But they're both still right there in first. We have had one change in the standings, though. Nightmare AC, Nightmare After Christmas, has passed the Quinwood Quillfish in the standings. Both are 7-5, but as you can see, the point differential is a lot different between the two. Quillfish now on a 4-game losing streak. Second longest in the league, the longest of the teams trying to get in the playoffs. With Suicune, on the other hand, having the longest win streak at 9 in a row. Smooch 'em or lose 'em with today's close loss is at 6-6. But since it was such a close loss, they hang on despite the Pokemon Power's win. They're 1 point ahead of the Power in the point differential. So, yeah. Gonna be interesting. Nightmare AC and Quinwood also only 1 game ahead of those teams. So, anyone 3 through 6 could very well be out of the playoff race at any point in the next couple weeks. 1 and 2 will probably make it. They haven't clinched yet. They got a 3-game lead over the 6th seed with 4 games to go. But they could clinch next week depending on what happens. So that's our standings. Smooch 'em or lose 'em currently in that last spot at 5. Power right there at 6, but pretty much tied. Squirtle Squad still has a chance. They're only 2 games out with 4 games to go. And then we have the Magikarp Crew Crusaders, who seem to get closer to a win almost every week, but somehow we just haven't gotten one for them. I'm now 30-18 against the computer after finally getting a couple wins this week, so yay there. On to the statistics for the Suicune. Espeon still leads the team. Zapdos, however, did get a knockout today, so 2 double-digit knockout Pokemon for that team. For Magikarp, Tentacruel still leads the way, although Psyduck is the only one with a positive ratio on the team, so I'd argue Psyduck's probably the best one at this point. For Smooch 'em or lose 'em, Beedrill still leads the way despite not playing today. I really do feel like they kind of got a win taken away from them today, but that's what happens when you have to rely on stuff like Blizzard and Thunder. Squirtle Squad. Again, not really one Pokemon that stands out, but they're all pretty solid. So you never know what that team is capable of. Pokemon Power with 2 double-digit knockout Pokemon now, with Tyranitar having a 3 knockout, no faint day today. It's at 10-10, Alakazam 10-4 being an MVP level candidate. Right now, I'd say from these first 5 teams I've talked over, Espeon's an MVP candidate, Zapdos is an MVP candidate, and Alakazam's an MVP candidate. Parasect has a good ratio if it would play more. But right now, I'd say that those are the 3 from those 5 teams. Milo Ponyta brings in Gengar in the mix at 15-5. I personally, right now, I mean, we have weeks before we vote, so my mind might change. But right now, if I had to cast a vote, I would cast it for Gengar, just because it has played in more games, and it is also the knockout leader. We have not had a season yet, surprisingly, I believe. Let's see. We have not had a season yet where the MVP was the sole knockout leader. Last season, Tentacruel tied for the knockout leader with Tyranitar. But we have not had a somewhat like a lone knockout leader also be the MVP. So Gengar right now leading the way for both those categories. Snorlax and Nidoking still good doing their thing. Abra was pretty good today. In what it needed to do anyway. Nightmare After Christmas has the most double-digit Pokemon in the league. I would say Raikou and Kadabra are MVP candidates. Lantern and Houndour are just their ratio isn't great. Or I mean, Lantern does do a lot with that water-electric typing, but I'm not sure that necessarily means that Lantern is a good Pokemon. It's more just that it's got a good typing. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, I think the typing does a lot more of the work there. I mean, because, again, the numbers are 10-8. It's not 10-4, you know? So, Quillfish, Mischievous, still my leader, despite the horrendous performance today. Diglett and Steelix also near the top. Quillfish, those are my top 4 statistically. Again, terrible numbers today for my team. The computer just decided to throw my team in the gutter. So I'll have to rethink what to do with my team. I've tried to balance it out and not play anyone too much. I may have to sacrifice some of that and just play who I think is best instead of trying to balance it out. Whatever I'm doing right now isn't working because, again, I'm on a 4-game losing streak. Albeit, 3 of those 4 games, my team was controlled by the computer. But, I mean, a 4-game losing streak is still a 4-game losing streak. All right, as for this upcoming week's battles, we've got the Quinwood Quillfish have a home game against Smooch 'em or Lose 'em, which means I'll be in charge of the Quinwood Quillfish. Minnesota Suicune will be controlled by me against the Squirrel Squad. Magikarp Crew Crusaders will be controlled by me against Nightmare After Christmas. And My Little Ponyta will be controlled by me against the Pokemon Power. Those will be our 4 matchups this next week. And we'll see how it goes. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all that YouTube nonsense. Really helps out the channel. And apparently 91% of you that watch are not subscribed. Subscriptions are free and don't cost any money on YouTube. Subscription is really not the best term for what it means. A subscription on YouTube just means that you want to know when I put a video out. There's no investment. There's no catch-22. It's just, hey, I like that guy's videos. I want to know when the next one comes out. Tell me when the next one comes out. That's all it is. And I hate plugging myself like that. So please subscribe so I don't have to keep plugging the channel. But again, if you like what you see here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, all that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you next time with Week 11 of the Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.